Hey y'all, I'm Melissa Bloom. I'm the lead product manager of re-engagement at Redfin. So Redfin is a tech company, but at our core, we're really a real estate brokerage. There's a couple things that make us a special real estate brokerage though. So our agents are paid on your satisfaction, not commission. So we've really shifted the incentives to the right place with the customer. We've also built tools for our users and agents that other brokerages just don't have. So our technology is actually making it easier for users to get into homes. It's making buying, selling just a more efficient process. So the other thing is that because our technology has streamlined the process, because we think it's the right thing to do, we also charge half of the typical commission. We've actually given back over $100 million in refunds. So that's what we do, but it's not why we do it. I think that's the real question for all of us is why do you go to work every day? So for me, for my agent Khalil, for our CEO Glenn, it's about this. So this is me. When the night I moved into my first house with my husband, we bought it. We were so excited, a little nervous, as you might remember if you've bought a house before. I should also say I actually bought my house with Redfin before I worked there. It was a great experience. But it's like this moment that we work so hard for. This is the biggest purchase that our customers will ever make. They're buying a home where they're going to host Thanksgiving dinners and bring home a baby and teach a kid to ride a bike. And it's that moment that I think we think about every single day at work. And those moments we're working hard for. So I'm going to tell you about one way we've made buying a home a little easier. So when I bought my house with my husband, we weren't married, but actually last year, 67% of home buyers were married. So that means at any given time, at least 2/3 of people on Redfin are in constant communication about which homes they like, which ones they want to tour, which one they want to buy. So when we found that out, we started thinking, how can we make the search process more collaborative? And that's really where the internet is going these days, right? So we went through all the things that you do. We started surveying users. We did competitive research. We talked about, should you share lists? Should you create a board? How many people really need to be in a group anyway? What are the important keys? So one of the things that came out of that, we realized was that we didn't want our users to have to learn to do anything new. They were familiar with Redfin. We wanted all the tools that they used in Redfin already to just work without too much effort. So that was kind of a key component initially. And the main thing that came out of our research was that this was the serious pain point. So the text message conversation where you're copying and pasting links, you're confused about which house it is that you like, that your husband dislikes. It's that conversation. It felt really outdated, like something we could solve. So out of the gates, we launched the first real estate shared search experience. We made it possible to comment on homes with a co-buyer. We also shared favorites. So that's something our engaged users do, their favorite homes. It's one of the most popular things on our site. We made it possible for you to see the person that you love, the person you're buying homes with, their favorites all over Redfin. And it's not just a co-buyer. It's our agents are part of that conversation. You can invite friends. You can invite your mom. You have to be brave to do that. And email and push notifications were a huge part of that. So as soon as your wife comments on a home, you know about it. It's just as fast as a text message, basically. These notifications actually get 10 times the click-through rate of our standard notifications. They're huge. There's just basically nothing more important than what your loved one says about a home. So I think that's super great. I think one of the things that I love most about what we built is just how fast it makes you. That you can be on the bus ride home, get a notification that a listing has come on the market, comment to your spouse about it, and schedule a tour before you've even walked in the door. That's pretty powerful. So I think one of the things we talk a lot about at Redfin is how do we really value the success of a feature? How do we know if user experience is worthwhile, if it's working for us? How do we know if solving gnarly technical problems is worth it? And I think one thing we've seen here, and particularly with shared search, is that a good user experience really shows off what Redfin is great at. It proves our value to the customers. It shows that we know what is important when you're buying a home. So shared search users are 62% more likely to contact one of our agents. And once they do, they're 6 times as likely to buy a house with Redfin. So that's huge. That means that good user experiences are good for users, but also really good for the business. And that's why we're all here at the end of the day. It allows us, like, doing good things for the business allows us to keep building more fun products. So, and one example of awesome things I think we're doing at Redfin, we are hiring. Always, we're looking for devs and product managers, for analysts. So please feel free to reach out to me or anyone at Redfin. We'd love to hear from you. Questions? Yes, sir.
So who's losing out? The managing broker losing out, or is the broker losing out? How are you saving that money? Somebody in the equation has to be refunded.
So we're refunding the money. It comes out of us. And that's where technology has really helped us out. So we're a team-based system. We've just streamlined. We've kind of made a lot of processes that were manual actually automated. And it's basically makes our agents more efficient. They're able to do more deals, which allows us to refund money to our customers. Yes, sir. I think like that question is a good example. Who loses out? I think real estate is a tough industry, and trying to figure out how to change an old school industry is generally tough. I think if we get out there and we show people how awesome we are and we build the best product to find homes, that we can overcome those obstacles. But I think that the other agents, people that are scared of change, we all know how hard it is to change. I think those are the tough things, and we just think if we keep being amazing at what we do, we can overcome that. It's working, I think. Anyone else? Yes, sir?
How much of the transaction process is within the system? A lot of times when you buy houses, sharing comparable pricing. The agent does a lot of other things. Are those all incorporated within Redfin, or do you go outside to whatever window it is?
Oh, all of that is within Redfin, and so Yep. So there have been, I would say in the beginning of Redfin, and even sometimes recently, there are things that we certainly managed all of that. Our brokers managed all of that. But we've actually, even in recent months, some of the examples you just gave, documents or comparables, those are all things that we're building out processes to do, and we're kind of automating them and making it easier on our brokers so they're not having to do them manually. And that's just another way we find efficiencies and save time and make sure we can still give our customers a really good refund.
Are agents exclusively with you, or can they from another firm become a Redfin agent, or is it?
Our agents are exclusively with us. So as I mentioned, actually, our agents are salaried. So instead of just getting a piece of commission, they are paid a salary. But how they really kind of make their money is based on survey feedback. So when you have a transaction with Redfin, you get sent a survey, you score them 1 to 10. And then based on how you score them, they're actually paid a bonus. And so that's how we really keep them accountable and make sure that customer service is our top priority. We post all of those reviews online, so they're public. You know about the agent that you're reaching out to, and that's one way I think that we've really kind of changed the game. Yes, sir. So why do brokers exist, basically? Is that the question? That's a tough one. I think some of it is legacy. I also think it's real estate brokers do a lot of things, and real estate is really complicated, and there are a lot of legal documents, and you want to have someone walk you through that process. You can certainly list a home yourself for sale by owner. We have, I think, a much better product that will show off your home in a better way and take a lot of the stress off of you. So our listings sell for several $1,000s more than most. They sell faster than most listings. That's a big focus of ours. We think we have a really great product.
One more question.
Last question.
There's a new service called Vera. I don't know if you've heard of it.
No, what is the name?
Vera.
Okay.
They list your home. This is I was listening myself. The difference is with them, they send out photographer take pictures, and it's posted on a lot of the online sites. I don't know if it shows up on Redfin or not, but I think it's still on the list. How is the price difference different between you guys? I think they charge like 1.5.
So that is what we charge in most markets, 1.5% for a listing. I don't know, I can't really speak to exactly what they do. I think we are a full service brokerage. We are offering professional photography. One of the other really cool things that we offer, we actually do a kind of a 3D scan of your house. And so for every single listing, if you go and see a Redfin listing on our site, you can actually step through the house. It's pretty amazing. So we're full service and offering all those things for what sounds like the same price, but I can't speak to them explicitly. So, thank you.